We're live. Welcome to the SLOB Show. Hello, everybody watching on Instagram. If you're watching on the SLOB Show Facebook group, just know it's a little bit harder for us to read your comments. If you want to leave your comments either on Roker's page or my page, that would be ideal. Then we could see all your comments. But whatever, either way, it's great. Hey, Roker, you killed off Joe Rogan today. Everyone thought Joe Rogan was dead.
Well, that's the curse every time, because usually if somebody dies, I immediately put up a picture of them, and so I was
Wait. It's a picture of you with them.
With them, right?
Yeah.
So I noticed on my Facebook it still had my American flag up from 4th of July. It was supposed to only be up for a limited amount of time for 4th of July. So I'm like, oh, well, let me see if I can find something to put in its place. And I'm going through stuff. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. I'm like, okay, Joe Rogan's got a live Netflix special coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll put me and Joe Rogan up. And then I get from Abe, did he die? I'm like, no, he didn't die. Just got a Netflix special coming up.
And God forbid you put up a picture of like you and Buddy Guy, because I'm like, oh, he's definitely dead. Like if you put up someone old, I'm like, oh, this is horrible. Like you put up the Jason Alexander picture one day. I know it's just to show off your wallet, but like, man, 90% of the time though, right? If it's like, did you put up your picture with Shannon Doherty this week yet or no?
I don't think I had one with Shannon Doherty. Last couple of weeks have been bad weeks. It's been like nonstop. But I don't have a picture with Richard Simmons. I don't have a picture with Shannon Doherty. I don't have a picture with. The list goes on and on. How many has there been? Like 6 people. Don't have a picture with Bill Walton. Don't have a picture with. The list goes on.
Do you have them like cat like filed somewhere, or do you have them like listed like alphabetically? Because you're pretty quick. Like the second someone dies, there's like a picture of you and like Prince or something. Or the second someone dies, it's like you and Scott Hall.
See, here's the thing. Most of these pictures are actual pictures. You see.
Who's that? Is it Owen Hart?
No, that's Gary Busey.
Oh, is it Gary Busey?
That's me interviewing Gary Busey at Disneyland in Radio Row for the Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's awesome.
So I had to transfer a lot of these when I was on the Today Show. They wanted me to send a bunch of pictures.
You should explain that quickly, because it just sounds like you were just on the Today Show randomly.
Okay, so I get a phone call a couple of summers ago saying that we're looking to do a segment on our hosts named twins. I'm like, okay. So I tell the woman the story about how I'm Al Roker Jr. Been Al Roker Jr. since like 1997, right?
Yeah, it's not your real name is Ken.
Right? Yeah, not my real name.
They call you Al Roker Jr. because you looked and sounded like Al Roker, right? That's why they called you that.
It was interesting. They called me. It's so for the first maybe, I don't know, 6 months I was on the Man Cow show. I was in a completely different studio. Me and Freak, who did the traffic and was
whose
another
name is
co-host.
Walter, right?
Walter, yes.
Yeah.
We were in a completely different studio in a different building. So it was sight unseen. And so they had just like fired the last one sports guy quit. Another one got fired. They just had people filling in doing sports. So I filled in and did sports. And knowing that I could be on for a week, I could be on for one sportscast. He would literally have people on for one sportscast and go, yeah, that's enough of them. Right. So I'm on there and they go, you sound like that guy on television. And I go, who, Al Roker? And so at the time, Al Roker was big and fat and had
Yeah.
wire rim glasses. I was big and fatter and had wire rim glasses.
Yeah.
So I said, who, Al Roker? And they went, yeah. And so the name stuck, Al Roker. And then I added the junior so that I wouldn't get sued.
Yeah, because you
So,
don't want to just call yourself L Roker.
right. And it's not like you don't want like, oh, Al Roker. You don't want people like banging on the Today Show window in Times Square or whatever, going, "Hey, you heard you're at the Bunny Ranch, right?" So,
Exactly. Hey,
so
Conrad from Canada is checking in on the Facebook group, saying, "Do you have any pictures with Dr. Ruth or Don Buchwald, the agent? They both died too."
oh, Dr. Ruth forgot about her, and I do not have a picture with boy, you really pulled that one out of your ass there, Conrad. Don Buchwald, the agent, and he
Yeah,
had to be 90
yeah, he
at
was
least.
88.
There you go. There you go.
That was
Only
Howard Stern's agent.
Yeah, that's really, really old school.
Yeah,
So the name stuck, and so that's how I ended up with the name Al Roker Jr. So the Today Show calls, and they're like, "We're looking for name twins. Want to do a segment on name twins?" I tell her that story, and she goes, "Well, yeah, that's a great story, but you're really not Al Roker Jr. You're Ken
yeah.
Smith. Let me go to my executive producer and see what they say." And she calls me back a couple of days later and says, "Can you come to New York and be on the Today Show?" So I end up on the Today Show. Do you have pull up my Facebook page because that cover photo's on there. So I go on to the Today Show, and they're like, "Yeah, if you've got some pictures, they send us the pictures and narrate something for us so that when we reveal you, we can play these pictures and your reveal." And so I had to take all of these pictures, like the Gary Busey one I just showed you, and send it to them, and they produced a montage and all that kind of stuff. If you go to alrokerjr.com, you should see an episode that says Roker meets Roker, and that should have the video on there, I think. There we
There we
go.
go.
There's a still from
So here's Roker with his fake father.
there's Roker and Roker, the two Rokers, yes. That's right. And then
There it is.
here's something that I completely had forgotten about. Um we're in studio. This is like years ago. We're in studio, and you can take that down. I'll show this picture.
My screen's like frozen here,
Oh, it's
so
frozen. Okay.
yeah, I don't know what's
Well,
going on here.
Susan. Well, I mean, like they want to see our faces. Who cares? Oh, so you can see it a little bit in the corner
Yeah, on
there.
the right side, but
Okay, so Lenny Kravitz is in studio, and we go to commercial break, and
oh,
he
I have
goes,
that. I have that. I met Lenny that same day because I was there that day too. I have a picture with him too.
"Are we related?" And
What?
my dumbass, I should have said, "Yeah, cousin Lenny." His mother is Roxy Roker from the Jeffersons. So Lenny Kravitz is a Roker,
That's crazy.
actually. So yeah, I should have said that I was related to cousin Lenny.
Well, this isn't good here.
Oh
I think I
no.
have too many things going at the same time here, but I think that picture might be up there for a while until it goes back. Hey, while you're here, make sure to follow Kenneth Smith on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh boy.
So what happened then? You met? Was he like he was cool on camera because I watched the interview, but then afterwards was he just like, all right, later, bitch, or was he like,
Well,
hey, let's hang out?
literally there was like because I thought that they were going to do like a post show thing that would be on the web or something, but literally it was like, thanks. Put not him, but like, the producer, because like
Yeah.
Tony Dungy was like 10 feet away and they were gonna go to him for the next segment. So it was like, okay, we're done with you. On to the
Later.
next. Yep. It's like, it's uh it's like when all those people used to do Springer and Jenny Jones and stuff like that. They fly them in and get them dinner and put them up in a nice hotel and limo them to the studio, and then the show's over and it's like, bye. Get your cab to the airport.
Oh, they didn't
Nice
even pay for
knowing.
your cab?
No, they did. They put me up and they paid for the cab. And I had them give me a per diem for food too.
Oh, you did? Oh, they did. So you actually
Yeah.
asked for that?
Always thinking, yeah, damn right I did. I'm like, New York's expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I took that money and went to Katz's Deli and got a
Nice.
big ass Reuben sandwich. It was amazing.
Yeah, you have to get the Reuben because I went to Katz with Kathy, and she's like, "Oh, I don't like all that other shit, the slob shit that you and I like, the Russian dressing, all
Right.
that stuff." She just wanted the meat with like some mustard, so I got it
That's
the
that's
regular
how
way.
my wife is. My wife is like, if there's anything other than just mustard on it, she looks at me like I'm crazy.
But it's
Right?
so much better. The Reuben is
It's
so much
so much.
better.
The Reuben was ridiculous. It was
God,
unbelievable.
what's funny? I made a video in Katz's Deli, and if you notice, when they cut the pastrami, they throw away all the delicious scraps. Have you noticed that? Like they throw away all the fat, all the ends. They throw away all like next time I go, I'm gonna ask, hey,
Say,
could I
give,
have
give me
all
the
those?
give me the scraps on the side.
Could you do that? Like I've like if you tip them properly, right? Because they
Right?
they ask for tips. Do you tip them or no?
I probably did. It wasn't my money.
Because in this case,
NBC's money.
you're like, hey, are we live? I just want to make sure we're live. If you're watching, just put in the
We are,
comments.
because I've got my Facebook page up. This is why you see me
Okay.
turn to the side, and it's
Oh, I see. Yeah,
coming up, and closed captioning is coming up, and so
because I'm
I think
afraid that because
we are
it's
live.
frozen out. Like I can't even see you right now. This stupid picture with you and El Roker's
I'm
blocking my
sorry.
screen.
You can't get rid of that?
No, the whole thing is frozen. So I don't. I mean, I could see that we're still on screen here,
And
but
the
on my
clock is still
actual,
ticking. The clock, 13 minutes and 35, 36, 37 seconds.
yeah,
That's
no,
still
I
going.
I can see everything. It's just I can't. This picture is like blocking half my screen, and I can't move it.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. Well, we're
but
we either we're still on, or this is going to be the best or the worst episode of the Slog Show ever, because there's nothing on it.
well, you can see us in the right, and that's a great picture of you and L anyway. So I'd rather look at that anyway. But so Roker, if we go back to Katz's Deli,
Yeah.
we should both ask for the scraps because that's what I want. That's my favorite part of a brisket, right?
How much for the dude? I always, whenever I have brisket, if I go and I'm getting brisket from a barbecue restaurant or whatever, I'm like, I want the fatty brisket. That's the best. That's the best part. That's the moist part.
You
My
still there?
wife hates that stuff. I'm
Oh
here.
no, now we're losing you.
I'm here, and I can see myself,
Hang
and I can
on,
see you. Uh-oh. Oh no.
hang on, Roker.
Uh-oh.
If you guys can still hear us, hang on. Let's see. You still there, Roker?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
I can't hear you if you're still there.
I hear you. I see you.
Yeah, everything's frozen here.
You might have a bad
Hang on.
connection. This is
Oh, there you
is
are.
yeah.
Yeah, I see. I can hear you
here.
go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, now you're back. Okay, I couldn't hear you there for a second. All right. So
Rob
if
says we hear you. Rob hears us from Atlanta and sees us from Atlanta. So
okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. I think this is the problem. This picture here. Hang on. Let's see if
dude,
that took care of business.
it's like
There we go.
was it J Lo that broke the internet with her ass? Who broke the internet with her ass? Like, oh, Kim Kardashian. So I'm like
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian. I broke the internet. Two Rokers.
We were probably talking over each other that whole time because I kept saying, I can't hear anything. I can't. And then you were talking. All right. So if we go to Katz's, though, I wonder if we could do that. Like, could we just say, I want all the scraps?
Doesn't hurt to ask. Because when I went there, I was going to get a pastrami and corned beef with Swiss. And then I saw a couple of Reubens go by, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I think I need to get the Reuben. And that was
It's
a
better.
sweet choice. It's like the Mexican restaurants, they purposely will like walk through the restaurant with a fajita platter. Because once people see it, everyone wants to order it.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw that
It's like
Reuben and I was
Greek restaurants with the cheese, with the
flaming cheese, right?
Opa!
Yep. I almost got killed in Greektown. The waiter spilled the flaming cheese on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I think it's the one that went out of business after like 102 years or whatever.
Is it Greek Islands or is it?
It was one of them. I can't remember, but I was like,
no,
wow,
Greek Islands. I think is still there.
I'm gonna be killed by flaming cheese. But yeah, man, that Reuben. If you ever go to Katz's Deli, ever in New York, because I used to go to Carnegie Deli, but Carnegie closed after all those years. And but Katz's Deli was definitely worth it. And I was worried that it wasn't going to be worth the hype because everyone talks about Katz's Deli. That's where Harry Met Sally scene happened and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it was fantastic.
Yeah. It's pretty expensive, but it's worth it.
Well, New York is expensive. I mean, that's one of those situations where it's like, okay, you're going to walk in, you fly to New York, you go through all of the hassle to get to Katz's Deli from wherever you are. I took the subway, and then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Walk in and go, too expensive. I'll go to McDonald's. What are you gonna do? You're there, get it.
You know what? I think right now, Roker, perfect timing. I think it's our slob of the week checking in. Amy from Highland, Indiana. What's up, Amy?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Sorry, Amy. We're having some video issues here. Everything's frozen, so I had to have. I'm glad you called in. All right, so you're in Highland. How close is Highland to like Hammond?
Like literally, I'm like a few minutes away from there. So
okay,
not too far from there.
Because Roker and I know all about Hammond because we like to go to the casino.
Oh yeah, I heard.
just west of. And isn't Pierogi Fest this weekend in Whiting?
Yeah, I'll be there on Sunday.
There you go. You been to Pierogi Fest, Abe?
I've never been there, but I know Base was actually in the pierogi eating contest at Pierogi Fest.
Oh, wow. I know somebody who was in that contest too. Pierogi Fest is outstanding. Outstanding. Good time.
Yeah, I've never been. I need to go because I do love pierogies. And then I'm sure they have good sausages too, right, Roker?
Oh, they've got it's just great sausages, great pierogies, great everything. Funnel cakes. It's all basically all carnival food, really. And it's 5 minutes. So
we have our slob of the week, Amy from Highland, Indiana. Who's give us her. Oh yeah, you know what? There's a barbecue place. I made a video. I forgot the name of it. They have the greatest burnt ends I've ever had. It's right by the casino. It's like 5 minutes from the Horseshoe. It's in that little. Amy, do you know that little downtown area in Hammond?
Yeah.
Do you know that barbecue place right there?
No, not offhand.
Okay, it's delicious. You guys should check it out. All right, so Amy, let's get to your top 5 restaurants as our listener of the week.
Yeah, so mine's a little bit all over the place, not just in this area, but there's this place called El Emporium. They have really good Hermanaki wings. They're known for that. It's a sports bar. They also have like pizza and bar food, and it's a very good bar selection for
delicious
beers. Yeah. They have 3 locations. It's more towards Indianapolis. That's the one I've been to, and then they have Greenwood and Fisher, Indiana.
How close are you to Indianapolis? Like 2.5 hours?
Yeah, about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. Yeah.
All right. So that's number 5. What's next on the list?
Bombers. It's a barbecue joint in Munster, Indiana. They actually have another location in Crown Point as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so they have daily specials, like a different sauce of the week or of the month for their wings. They have egg roll of the month, and then they have their standard barbecue and also various appetizers. And they do serve beer there, but they do sell out pretty quick on their meats, so it's a good get there, especially on the weekends.
What's the name of that place again? Because I actually have a client in Crown Point, so I find myself there every so often.
Yeah, Bombers.
Bombers, okay. They also have a place in Crown Point. It's called Panera Bread. Have you ever heard of it?
That's their other place in.
That's the other place. Yes.
Yeah. Amy, what is number 3 on the list?
Churros. It's a good spot for breakfast, lunch. They also have dinner items, and then some Mexican food, and they have really good burrito tacos. That one is in Highland, Indiana, not too far from myself. I go there pretty frequently.
And what do you get there, Amy? What's your go-to dish?
We do breakfast. That's usually what we get there, but then also they have really good burrito tacos.
Broker, do you actually go out for breakfast during the week or week? I never want to wake up in time. Just to, I don't like to wake up to go eat.
The toughest part about breakfast is that it's in the morning. That's the toughest part about it, because I love breakfast food. I love eggs. I love pancakes, sausage, bacon, hash browns, all that kind of stuff. But getting up early to get it is tough. I'm a huge breakfast for dinner guy.
Yeah, didn't Claire just make you a huge breakfast for dinner recently? I thought I saw on the SLOB show page.
Yes, she did. She did.
God, what did you eat?
What's your breakfast go-to, Amy? What do you like?
Usually the eggs Benedict's good.
It's a lot of calories. Yeah. Delicious.
Nice. Really? Since when have you been worried about calories?
No,
Amy?
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. That's the way to go.
Dude, it's butter, it's eggs, egg yolk, and butter. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
Roker, when Claire cooks you bacon, do you eat the whole package?
She pretty much gives me the whole package. Yes. She gives me bacon with bacon on the side. So if she makes me breakfast sandwiches or something, there'll be 2 pieces of bacon on each sandwich, and she'll make 3 or 4 sandwiches, and then there'll be 6 or 7 pieces of bacon on the side.
Jesus Christ! Wait, wait, you eat? Hang on,
have I just disgusted you?
Wait, you just kind of went over the head.
Christ!
Wait, you eat 3 to 4 sandwiches during your meal?
No, she makes them. I told her, I said, you must have in another life cooked in the army or something, because there's only 2 of us, and she cooks for 20 every time she does something. So,
and then you're like, I guess I got to eat it, right?
Got to eat it. I can't waste it. Can't waste it. And she,
what's funny?
She says you must have been alive during the Depression, because you keep everything and you don't like to throw anything away. So so we're a perfect match.
I was at Jimmy John's yesterday with Kathy, and she only ate half of her sub, and she's like, "Oh, she was going to throw it out."
That's just
I'm
ridiculous.
Like, whoa,
and you guys are still together. That's I'd be like, maybe you're not right for me.
Actually, I think she did say, do you want to eat this later? Like she was going to take it home, and it's like, whoa, let me take a look at that, and I had to eat it right there, because it's the greatest thing. And Base and I did this once. We were at Jimmy John's once eating subs, and we ate our subs in 4.5 minutes, and then we're like, you know what? We looked at each other, and then we decided to go halves on a gargantuan.
Yeah, see, I do that all the time. I always you'll never see me going into Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's or something, Mr. Submarine, and getting 1 sub, because 1 sub might not be enough. The last thing I want is to buy 1 sub, finish it, and be like, damn, I wanted more. So I always end up getting 2 just in case I might want more.
God forbid that you just eat 1 meal. right?
That never dies. I could come on here one day and be 175 pounds, but I will still be ordering for like 4 people at the fast food restaurants. There's no question about it.
Amy, so what do you have? One left on your list, Amy?
2 left, right?
2 more.
Okay, 2 more. Go ahead.
And we got Growlers. It's a full service bar. They have a good bar menu as well. The burgers are definitely my go-to. They have a burger of the month, and then on Wednesdays they have $7 burgers, and
Nice.
Also like Taco Tuesday specials as well.
Nice.
So when you go to these restaurants / bars, are you also going there to drink, or are you just going there to eat?
Both, usually, yeah. Yeah, that one's in Highland, Indiana.
This is your kind of girl, Roker.
I'm not sure if she answered the question.
She said both.
Okay, so sometimes you go there just to eat, and sometimes you go there to eat and drink.
No, she always goes to eat and drink.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think that's what she was saying.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
fine.
I like to separate the two. Drinking time is drinking time, and eating time is eating time.
Because then there's an emergency bathroom situation if you combine them, right, Roker?
Well, no, it's just because I won't have enough room to drink if I'm eating. I won't have enough room to eat if I'm drinking.
You know, I got to say about you, I'm shocked that I never see you running to the bathroom. Like me, it's like you and I go to eat somewhere, I'm going to be running to a bathroom in 10 minutes. I never see you in an emergency situation.
I wear Depends. Just like on the commercial. You turn on the TV now, and there's like women walking around in Depends, and I saw a commercial. Dude, I saw pickleball in Depends. Yeah. I saw a Walgreens commercial today where a woman was lactating.
Oh God! What? Why?
I swear to you. I'm like, what's going on in this world now? Are you kidding me?
Let's go back to Amy here.
I'm sorry, Amy. I digress. I apologize.
Her final pick for her appearance as the slob of the week. Go ahead, Amy.
Okay. Maria's Tacos in South Loop, Canal Port. They have pretty good chili relleno and steak tacos. I work by there, so I go there.
In the South Loop, Maria's Tacos. I don't think I know that.
Yep.
So
right
off of the expressway?
No, it's like I think off of 18th Street.
18th and Canalport, which is kind of close to that. There's that Mariano's on Clark and 18th, right? And there's the basketball court on State Street, right?
Yeah, this would be like closer to probably Union Street. So
I'll have to check that out.
By that expressway entrance over there.
And what do you get there, Amy? What
do you get over there?
Oh, I chili relleno. Yeah, they're good.
What is chili relleno? What is that?
It's like a poblano pepper stuffed with cheese.
Oh,
and fried.
And people they have as like entree with like sauce and stuff on it, but I like it with just the taco.
Right, because the sauce ends up, you lose the crunch of the fried.
Yeah.
I feel you.
All right, Amy. Well, great list. My compliments. If you want to post any of the places on the Slob Show group, that would be awesome, Amy, so people can go check them out.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, Amy.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
You too.
Great list. Thank you.
I like that, Amy. Roker, so hang on. Let me see if because I'm gonna have Base call in a second. Base has the greatest slob story this is the kind of story that only happens to slobs, like complete slobs. What happened to him and why he can't appear on camera today is something that only is for the slobs.
It's like when I'm doing a meeting with a client. It's a Zoom meeting, and they don't turn their camera on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you in your pajamas or something? It's like, I mean, you don't have to have your camera on, but apparently Base, it's so bad that Base cannot be on camera today.
Yeah. It's I should just call him, right? I think that's his number.
I'm proud of
you.
It's been half an hour. You haven't called him yet.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I did dial it correctly. Ladies and gentlemen, we're calling base. And Roker, my screen's still frozen. So when we end this podcast,
hang on.
oh, there's base. So when we end the podcast, just so you know, your camera might just be on. Like there's I don't know.
I can turn the camera off. I can be. I can if Base wants to feel more comfortable, I can turn my camera off too, and then that way I'm not on. Yeah.
All right, Base.
Hold on, guys.
All right, so Base, we'll end the podcast. And by the way, before Base tells the one of the greatest slob stories ever, something that would only happen to a true slob. I did try the new Taco Bell, those Taco Bell street tacos. You've seen the ads for those?
Oh yeah, how are they?
Not good. I mean, they're fine, whatever. I don't even like. I don't. They're
food
okay.
At Taco Bell is not good. What are you saying?
You know, Taco Bell. I know people like it, but I've never been a big fan of Taco Bell. I have to admit that.
I've said it before. And it's expensive now. I got like 4 tacos. It was like $20.
I did go to Taco Bell because it was the only thing open, and I was like, how is this $28? I was like, what happened?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, wait, can you read me back the order? $20.
I mean, it was fine. Just not good. But
I've always said people aren't going to Taco Bell because they want Mexican food. They're going to Taco Bell because they want Taco Bell.
Oh yeah,
they like the taste of Taco Bell. It's not like, ooh, I'm craving Mexican. Let's go to Taco Bell. No.
Exactly. Well, Base, let's get to it. Base has one of the greatest slob stories of all time. Base, could you fill us in on why you're not camera ready today?
Okay, so on Monday, I was going to an appointment, and I got my SUV, and as I was getting in, I took my phone out to put it on the console, but as I got out, or as I was getting in the car, I actually dropped my phone on the ground outside of my SUV. So when I went to go pick it up, you know, like when something is on the ground and you're near it, and you don't want to get out of the car, you just kind of want to bend over and grab the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Where you're kind of moving your body up and down.
Yeah. Wait, Base, we lost you there for a second. Go ahead.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah. So you dropped your phone. You bent over while still in the car.
I bent over and I did one of those bounce moves, and on the third one, I popped a rib. I felt my rib pop. And it was one of the most painful things I've ever gone through. And it's still, whenever I make a left turn while I'm driving, I start to cry. It hurts like hell.
This is a true slob story. Only a true slob could break his rib bending over to get his phone from his car.
Rather than moving the extra 6 inches that it would have taken to properly pick the phone up off the ground.
Or just got out of the car. I was like, okay, if I just, because I was still touching the phone. It wasn't like I was 10 feet above reaching for it. I was like, oh, I got it. I just got to do a couple little pops. And all of a sudden that thing popped like a balloon. And I was like crying, man.
It's hilarious that Roker and I are here criticizing you when we're two of the biggest pieces of shit too. Like Roker was just talking about how he always eats 3 to 4 sandwiches and a full pack of bacon. You know, I'm talking about like having to go to the bathroom 30 seconds after eating, and we're here judging you, Base, for popping a rib because you bent over.
Oh no, and it's funny because I went to my dentist. I was going to saw him, and he's like, "How you feel?" I'm like, I go, "Oh man, I think I popped a rib." He goes, "Oh, I've done that once when I was playing college basketball. I set a pick on a guy, and he drove an elbow right into my ribs. How did you do yours?" I'm like, I dropped my phone on the ground.
Yeah. I'm making a left turn.
He's like, I know. He's like, that could happen. I go, apparently.
Yeah, no, it can't happen for you, Doc. It can only happen to people like me.
Yeah. I was like, I wish it was a cooler story, like I was playing college basketball, but no, it wasn't. And it hurts like hell.
What is the prognosis? Have you gone to the doctor?
I wasn't going to at first because everybody said there's nothing that a doctor can do. But then I couldn't sleep last night, so I had to go get X-rays to make sure I didn't puncture a lung, which thankfully I did not. I just
Jesus.
bruised it really hard.
So you
So
have a
it's just
bruised
bad-
rib. You have a
bad
bruised rib.
Yes, apparently it can shift out of shape, out of where it is, and then when it goes back in, you bruise it, and there's cartilage. And apparently I did a number on. So they just ibuprofen, and somebody told me get some good gummies and try to pass out.
That's about it. So what is it that you can do now? What can you do, and what are they telling you that you can't do? And how long is it going to take to heal?
They said it's not broken, so they said to keep kind of moving, keep taking deep breaths if you can. And they said it could take a few weeks for it to get back to normal.
Keep
So
taking deep breaths.
I know they're like you got to
having
keep
contractions.
when it gets away, you got to expand your lung because your lung's bruised. So I'm like, oh.
Another thing that you only tell disgusting slobs is that you have to keep taking breaths. Like you're a normal person, they don't say, well, you need to breathe. Like they would never tell someone in shape that, just people like us.
No, because people in shape could have bent down and gotten that phone, no problem. They didn't need to do a 3-time bob and pop a freaking rib out of their body. I don't know. That's just my gift.
You know, at least you are married. You didn't have your wife pick the phone up for you? Was she not with you?
She was. It was all me, and me trying to explain it to her. And every time I've explained it to somebody, I feel a little bit worse about it.
It sinks in. Huh?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It does. Every time you're like, "Ooh, you popped your rib. How'd you do that?" And then you're like, "I was in my SUV." I'm like, "This sounds horrible. I got to come up with something better."
No, it was a car accident.
It only gets dumber from here, Doc. It only gets dumber from here.
Because you were in the car, so you're not lying. It was a car accident.
Just say.
All I should have done was just take a step out of the car and picked up my phone. But I was like, I got it. I don't got it.
You should just say you got into a car accident. I think that would be good. And then people like, oh. Because it was a car accident, like Roker said, right? You were in the car.
How's the car? The car's fine, but I'm totaled.
Man, does it hurt when you eat?
No, it doesn't hurt when I eat, and I can actually take like a case of water from Costco. But it hurt every time I burp or hiccup. It hurts like hell.
It only hurts him to be on screen for the Slob Show. That's the only time it hurts.
Yes. Why can't you be on screen? Because it hurts to click the button on your laptop.
No, everything else hurts. I'm just trying to get home to take some more medicine and pass the fuck out. To be honest,
all they gave you was ibuprofen.
That's all they said was just pump up the ibuprofen and try to get some rest, like they say. I kind of had a feeling that's where it was going to go, but damn, man, it hurt. I don't recommend popping a rib for no reason at all.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Stock up on the gummies.
That's what I've heard. So I'm going to get a couple and try to pass out.
Well, hang on, Base. Didn't you see that report that all these gummies are like putting people in the hospital? There's a certain gummy brand that like 60 people were hospitalized.
God, I can't even get that right.
So
be careful with that too. Don't let Roker kill you with his suggestion.
Well, wait a minute. Where are they getting these gummies from? I mean, are you from the corner store? That's
no,
different.
It's some like named place. Let me look it up. Hang on.
All right. Well, maybe a little bourbon will do the trick. Then I'll switch.
Bourbon is good too.
Oh wait.
Should do anything that makes you pass out. I tried to go to sleep last night, and I fell asleep like sitting upright on a couch, and that sucked.
Oh.
Maybe bourbon is the way to go, Base. I don't know. I can't find it, but I just saw it the other day, so I'm sure it's all good now, Base. If you buy edibles, you'll be good. I'm guessing.
Yes, it's fine. Just buy them. Don't buy them from the corner.
Here goes nothing. The worst that could happen is I got to pay another copay.
Don't buy them from Jerry at JBTV. Buy them from someone else.
Actually, I think he's probably got the good ones.
All right.
You know that guy knows good stuff. stuff. I'll tell you, we hung out with that guy enough to know that he knows what the good stuff
Yeah,
is.
he does love weed. He doesn't sell it, but he does love it. I know that.
Oh, he loves it.
All right, Base. Well, I'll let you get back to your ribs or whatever.
Feel better. Yeah, you should have some ribs this weekend. That Base,
feel
I'm going to
better.
be very disappointed if I don't see a picture of you holding up some ribs, some barbecue ribs this weekend on the Slob Show Facebook page with a big shit-eating grin on your face.
This kind of pain won't stop that. I'll tell you that much.
Of course not. It won't stop anything except for being on the Slob Show on screen.
That's right.
It's only thing will stop.
I was like, I just want to get home and pass out, man. It fucking everything I do hurts.
All right, Base. We'll be back next week with Base, hopefully live.
I'll be there. I'm there.
On screen. All right, later, Base.
Later, guys.
All right, so Roker, here's how this is going to work. So you're basically going to have to just turn off your camera. I'm going to put this paper towel in front of mine, and I'm going to turn off the mics, and then I'm going to wait for this shit to catch. Like I don't know how to turn this off.
Oh,
it's never. This shit's never going to end. There's nothing I could do to make this end unless I open it with my phone. Let me try this. Let me see something.
You don't know how to make it end?
No, because it's frozen.
Reboot the computer.
I know, but then are we going to lose like everything we did here? I don't know. Hang on.
No, I don't think so.
Hang on.
And if we did, the people who are watching and listening now, be a very special episode for them.
Let's see here. If I try to open this with my phone, see if I could end the broadcast from my phone. Wonder if I could do that. I do want to say my compliments. You know what I do want to read here? Because I could open this on my phone. So a new member of the Slob Show Facebook group, he put up so he said, and this is what the Slob Show Facebook group is all about. His name is L Yang, Alyang. I've been eating food my whole life, and to be welcomed into a like-minded group as yourselves has made my mouth water. Thanks for the ad.
I've been eating food my whole life.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said.
I've been eating food my whole life. Okay, go ahead.
But he's not. But so he said, I've been eating food my whole life, and to be welcomed into a like-minded group as yourselves has made my mouth water. Thanks for the ad, and keep up the positive vibes and reviews. People love the positivity of the Slob Show Facebook group because normally we're treated like pieces of shit, right?
We get
you post
shamed.
a couple.
We get shamed. We get shamed.
Exactly. You post a couple pictures in a row of you eating, and then everyone's like, God, enough already, you piece of shit. Like, how much do you eat? And then, like you said, Roker,
shame.
You get the shame bell.
Shame.
But the reality of it is there's more of us than there are of them.
Shame.
Yes.
You finally have some place where you can express yourself.
Yeah. So I like that he said that because it's like, it is a great community for people who want to eat a certain way.
Shame.
And by the way, thanks to Conrad, who IM'd me to tell me about double points.
Oh, I got that too from Conrad from Canada.
Double points day. It's like good looking out.
Hey, just so you know, it's double points day. I'm like, oh yeah.
Shame.
And if you guys ever see anything like that, put it up on the Slob Show Facebook page. Right?
Exactly.
Any tips, anything like that. Share the
That
love.
is one of the most important things on the page are coupons. Like I got the Jersey Mike's coupon. A ton of people told me they used it. I got the coupon. I put it on there. There's a code for the app. And then there's also an actual paper coupon that you could just, save and then bring it to the Jersey Mike's on your phone. So if you guys see anything like that, that's the kind of stuff we're looking for. Because, we like to save money, of course.
And if anybody, I forgot to ask Base about it. I'm not frozen, but you were starting to skip a little bit. But if anybody goes to the Pierogi Fest this weekend in Whiting, Indiana, please put the pictures up on the Facebook page and tell us about it because I want to hear about it because I'm not going to be able to make it this year.
Let's ask Base really quick about that pierogi eating contest. Let's see what? Oh, nope. He's not there.
No.
He's probably on the phone right away.
He's in pain right now. He's spent. He's spent. He can't give any more.
All right. So we'll be back next week. Roker, we can't do our usual after show banter because everyone will hear it. And that's when we talk all the shit. That's when Roker and I, that's when Roker and I
That's
talk
exactly
the
right.
shit.
That's
So,
exactly right.
Roker,
Talk about all the
just so you
people
know,
in
you're
radio
still,
we hate, the no
or just
talent
any,
hacks. Why do
not,
they
not
have a
even people
job
in,
still?
not even people in radio, just the shit about everything. It's quite the scene. But so Roker, we're gonna end this, but you're gonna delete your video. You're gonna have to,
I'm don't worry, I'm closing out. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm clicking
and then I'm
leave.
gonna have to figure out what to do. It's all because of this fucking picture of you and El Roker.
Oh, sorry about that. Like I said, I'm like Kardashian. I broke the internet. I broke the Slob show.
You and El Roker is the new Trojan horse virus. Like you shut down everything. But all right. Well, we're out. Again, we're not going to be out, but we're going to be out. So you're going to just see a blank screen for now.
Have a good week, everybody. Peace out.
All right. Later. We're out. Later.
Late.
God, Broker, can you believe these pieces of shit?